Hey guys.
What's up, y'all? We're watching WatchMojo, as y'all can see in the title. I just love watching WatchMojo. They got great content, so we just gonna jump straight into it. If y'all want to watch the full entire video, go ahead and click the description. The link in the description.
Number 10, Nuclear Sponge, SpongeBob SquarePants. When you ponder about old SpongeBob and his pals, nuclear annihilation isn't the first thing that comes to mind.
A bomb? In the Krusty Krab!
But according to a popular theory, it should be. In real life,
I remember seeing it. I think I remember this. Like a long time ago, the Bikini Bottom it's an actual place, and like it got bombed or something like that. It was weird. But I remember them talking about that theory.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode.
Really?
let's test it.
It was about the pie.
I mean, I remember about the whole explosion, but I don't remember about.
It was about the pie, I think.
I don't remember the whole episode.
Nuclear weapons in the 1940s into the 50s in Bikini Atoll, near the Marshall Islands. The show confirmed that the fictional Bikini Bottom is below the real Bikini Atoll.
Hello, Bikini Bottom!
Some fans believe the characters are a result of the radiation caused by the nuclear fallout from testing explosions.
This would go great
Yeah, I heard
with
it.
some milk.
After
Yeah,
years
some
of
of
the
my favorite
mutations
shows.
taking
Oh,
effect,
yeah.
the sea creatures began to develop the ability to talk and be quirky, lovable characters. We should probably expect them to appear in a future X-Men film.
Let's eat! Oops!
Number 9, Bugging Out. The Emperor's
that's my
New
show,
Groove.
too.
Imagine one day, as a human, you're suddenly turned into a creature, but then no one comes to your rescue and you have to experience all the horrors that Mother Nature provides. Fun, right?
Yes, Crunk. Riveting.
Well, this could be the case in The Emperor's New Groove. As we see in this world, only humans who are transformed into creatures can talk, like Cusco.
You turned me into a llama! What? No, I did not.
When he's in his llama form and traversing the spooky jungle alone, we hear a cry for help that sounds like it's coming from a human. Only it's actually coming from a helpless fly caught in a web. It's then quickly eaten by a terrifying spider.
Okay, that was the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
This might mean this fly was a human since it was screaming for help, which is, if true, pretty horrifying.
Wow.
Anything sounds bad when you say it with that attitude.
Number 8, Great Depression. Scooby-Doo, where are you?
I heard about this too. I heard about this. That was in the Great Depression.
The criminals in TV's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Are always people pretending to be something supernatural, either to get money or get out of being caught for doing a crime.
Wow, an old Scottish Highlander.
Well, one theory poses the question that there's a reason everyone appears so obsessed with cash.
Like there must be $1 million in there.
So that's it. Those creeps were after this money.
The universe is experiencing the effects of a great financial depression.
Huh?
After all, the villain has often been a celebrity or someone with an affluent career, which would mean the broken economy is affecting everyone.
Now let's take a look at our ghost.
Why, it's Jamie Craigmore.
On top of that, the Scooby Gang also seemingly live in their van and constantly wear the same clothes. Cops aren't exactly present all the time either, which could be explained by budget cuts to public services.
Wow.
Sort of makes you feel bad for the so-called villains.
Scooby found the first clue, a scrap of paper that Jamie neglected to burn.
I never heard it.
Yeah, I heard of all these theories, like most all of them, because that makes sense though. Like they're in a Great Depression, because you got to think about it. Most of the places they visit are abandoned. Like they don't ever go in no neighborhood, never go in no house. All these places are abandoned.
Yeah.
Like big buildings, mansions, corporation, all this stuff is abandoned. So,
But I mean, who don't want extra money? I get it, they were famous people. It's extra money.
and
Go ahead
then-
and get the extra money.
and then with the abandoned houses, all the people who get caught are like the corporate people, like the high rise people. So, I mean, I can believe that. And like 9 times in you don't see nobody ride around except for the Scooby van, the mystery van.
Also, if it is a Great Depression, how come they always riding around
How they get gas?
Exactly.
How they get
How
gas?
they get gas money?
Dang. See,
They ain't doing it to make money.
true.
So if it is during the Great Depression,
They probably get paid for their mystery solving.
but who is doing it? The government? They got a little flex card.
They're probably just a non-profit organization.
Let me find out. The Scooby Doo crew got a flex card from the government.
Number 6, Sun Searching. Finding Nemo.
Oh, I heard about this one too.
One of the most
Yeah, I
heartbreaking
heard
opening
about all
scenes
that.
in
I think
an animated
it's
kids
all in
film
his
is
head.
from Finding Nemo.
And they say
with
Dory
the
keep
barracuda
forgetting
attack.
'cause
the
she-
fish eats all the
That's-
eggs of
that's-
marlin and
that's
coral
smart.
and seemingly consumes the latter too.
So Nemo really died. Dang.
However, one egg survives to become Nemo, who eventually gets into shenanigans. But what if we're actually watching is the PTSD delusion of a heartbroken father
I
because
remember
no one
hearing about
actually
it.
survived the attack?
Whoa, hold on, wait to cross. Hold my fin,
After all, we witness Marlin go through the stages of grief in the film, such as denial when it came to Nemo going to school, anger when Nemo disobeys him, and so on.
Bye, Nemo. Bye, son.
Finally, the word Nemo in Old Latin translates as no man, no one or nobody, which is pretty spooky.
This is
I
a
heard that.
practical joke. It's not funny. And I know funny. I'm a clownfish.
Finding
Number 5,
no
Counting
man.
Casualties. Sesame
Or
Street.
nobody.
If you want to learn math, you can't go wrong
Wow.
by studying under the learning tree of Count Von Count from Sesame Street.
4 beautiful bats. The number of the day is 4.
But be warned, never ever visit the counting vampire puppet in person. Otherwise, it might be the last thing you ever do.
What?
Think about it. Whenever a kid appears on the show, they're never around for long. And the theory is that the count is secretly eating them.
When I count you, that's when I get to know
I'm
you.
confused.
The other puppets and adult humans are either turning a
about it.
blind eye to what he's doing or under his thrall, forced to please their master by offering him new victims. Perhaps teaching the
He's a puppet vampire, so you can't get the blood by biting him. It's a puppet.
I don't get that.
So with numbers, that's the way you can
Seduce them.
or dissolve or get there.
That I don't.
You want to
kids' addition makes them extra tasty. Make sure to take a load of garlic with you if you're ever on the show, just in case, especially if you're young or appear to look very young.
1, 2, 3.
Number 4, Roadrunner's Revenge, the Looney Tunes franchise. If there's anything certain in life, it's taxes and the failure of Wile E. Coyote catching the Roadrunner on Looney Tunes.
All his
Even
life
though
he had to
Coyote
fight.
has made hundreds of schemes, he never seems to get his prize, which is pretty strange. You'd expect one of them to work on the law of averages alone. But that could be because Wile E. Coyote isn't in the natural world. He's in hell. After all, he's clearly stuck in a sandy, dry, hot landscape. He then has his temptation, the Roadrunner,
I can see that though, because like they say, like, because I watch Supernatural, they say like when you go to the other side or to hell, you relive your reality over and over and over again. So I can see that because he keep reliving, like he dying over and over again. So like
It's a repeating cycle.
yeah, it's repeating. Like he keeps dying, so that's he reliving. Well, not living, but going through like his end days, I guess, or what tortures him or something like that. So I ain't gonna say he necessarily in. Never mind. Okay.
escaping, and he's mocked for his attempts over and over again. Some fans have compared Wile E. Coyote's story to that of Tantalus in Greek mythology, who's tormented with pleasures just out of his reach in a location similar to hell. Number 3, Angelica's Vivid
I heard this one
Imagination,
too.
Rugrats. Oh boy, this one's rough.
Yeah, that was.
This is gonna be great.
This idea poses that the main Rugrats babies are all figments of Angelica's imagination. After all, she's an only child with workaholic parents.
The only reason I'm not at this meeting is that it's
It's a
Passover
figment
and I
of
have
her
to remember
imagination.
Passover, Your Highness. It's a Jewish holiday.
So, lacking attention, she's left to her mind, which takes a very dark turn. Firstly, Chucky and his mother perished, which is why Chaz has horrendous anxiety. Phil and Lil DeVille were actually aborted by their parents. Since Angelica didn't know what the baby was going to be, she created twins. And Tommy was stillborn, resulting in Stu being in denial as he makes toys in the basement over and over again.
It's me, Angelica, the famous ballerina dancer.
Not right now, Angelica. I gotta finish this hippocopter.
With the dream of having a large family, Angelica invented all these kids to process the trauma of lost friends and cope with everything. Yikes. Horrific.
Wow.
Number 2, gotta dream 'em all. Pokemon. For 25 years, Ash Ketchum has been 10 years old, which is bonkers. In that time, he's traveled to many regions, met numerous creatures, and had the adventure of several lifetimes.
Ventipede's hurt. Can you please... No! He's been poisoned!
But still, he never ages. Why? Well, this popular theory for the Pokemon
Shout out to
anime
him
is
who
that
watched
Ash has been
Pokemon.
in a coma since his first outing. After getting his trusty
I actually heard
Pikachu
about
and
this
taking
just
on
a
a
little
swarm
bit.
of Spearows, the electric rodent releases a thunderbolt to save them both. But it also plunges Ash into a long-term nap. Everything that happens after this is all in his mind.
I thought this was the Pokemon gym, Pikachu.
It also explains why Ash has met so many legendary and mythical Pokemon when researchers that have spent decades searching for them have had no luck.
What's that?
There is no data. There are still Pokemon yet to be identified.
Smurfs, the Smurfs franchise. Today, the Smurfs are seen as peculiar little blue folk with a simple society that most...
I heard a little bit about this. I think they kind of compared them to KKK, I believe.
Wait a minute.
I think. That's what I heard. But I don't know what they're going to say in this video.
I kind of can see that, but
commonly names each Smurf based on one prominent characteristic.
Papa Smurf, Smurfhead.
But what if their
And the leader
existence
got
is just a
red.
racist allegory? Not quite as fun.
And when they become black, they lose all trace of intelligence. They become completely moronic, and furthermore, they can no longer speak.
In the original comic strip, one story features the Smurfs being bitten by a buzzfly.
Ow! Ouch!
It turns their skin black, making them angry and vastly reducing their intelligence. They plan to bite other Smurfs to infect them. After the Smurfs find a cure, Jokey Smurf makes himself look like one of the infected for laughs.
He bit me, and I feel...
The story was adapted for the 80s cartoon,
Yeah, they're
but
purple.
with purple skin instead of black, likely to
Oh,
avoid the
but they
racist
were black.
overtones. There's also been
That
an
was before they
accusation that the
changed
villain
it.
Gargamel
Purple.
is nothing more than an anti-Semitic caricature.
There they are again, Asriel. Don't they look good enough to eat?
Wow.
See, they didn't get into what I was talking about. Because when I was talking about, I heard about it. Because, you know, the leader of the KKK, they have red and everybody else have white. But I haven't heard this one. I ain't even seen the episode.
Wow. Okay.
But
That's crazy.
that's shocking to me.
That's crazy.
Especially Rugrats.
I know, but I heard that one though, cause like I ain't getting detail, but I just heard there was like a female her imagination. Like you gotta think about all these shows, all these movies, all these cartoons are like figments of imagination. So
Right.
I can see. I don't know.
And there's more cartoons that got plenty more mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of one that I remember hearing about, but it was very interesting when I heard it.
All this stuff interesting. It's crazy.
But anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Deuces.
Love is a one in a million. It goes on and on.